In this video, I wanted to talk about your academic advising. When you were admitted to the A-State online program, you should have received an email from your advisor at that point. That email was extremely important, so if you haven't read it already, I want you to go back and read it now, because that contained a lot of really good information for you about advising and about your program. You can see listed here in our lesson, I have all of the degrees that we offer online, and then I have beside it the advisor for that degree and the advisor's email address. This you should already have because they should have sent you an email as soon as you were admitted, but I wanted to put it here again so that you can copy it. You can make a contact in your phone or your iPad or your email, and make sure you save this information somewhere because this person is going to help you through your academic career as far as advising goes. So what does an academic advisor do? They let you know what classes are available for you to take each term, and they'll let you know what's required for your degree and what classes that you need to take each semester. Now they usually give you a list of classes that are possible for you to take, and then you decide which ones that you want to take. But they're there to guide you to make sure that you take the correct classes to get your degree. There will be a hold on your account every single semester where you cannot register for the next semester's classes until you have met with your advisor. Now, I know your online students meeting with your advisor is not necessarily face-to-face. For most of you, this advising will occur through email. So around registration time every year when they want to start advising students, they're going to email you to your student email account. And sometimes these emails get sent to your spam account, so you need to go ahead and add them as a contact so they won't get spammed when they send it to you, because this is so important every semester for you to register. So they'll send you an email, and that email will say, here are the classes that are coming up next term that you are able to take. Pick how many ever classes that you want to take. And as soon as I hear back from you that that's okay, I'll lift your advising hold so that when registration begins, you're able to go in and register for classes in Banner. And I'll show you how to do that in one of these next lessons that's coming up. Each one of these advisors kind of does things a little bit differently, not a lot, but a little bit. The first one here for general studies, that's Blake Moore. If you're a general studies major, you know that you have to pick 3 emphasis areas for your degree. This makes this degree very flexible. So what Blake does for all of his students is he's going to make a check sheet in Microsoft Excel for you. And he'll plug in the classes that you need to take for your emphasis areas and for your general education, you know, the first 2 years. And he'll email that Excel sheet for you. He'll update it every single semester, plug in the grades that you made for all the courses that you just took. And that way, both of you will know as you go along what you still need to take to get out of school and graduate. And he'll email that to you every time, and also email you a list of classes that are available for you to take, and that way you can go in and choose from that list of classes available online. You can go in and choose which ones you want to take and register for those. Francesca is your advisor if you're a nursing student, sociology student, or a criminology student. She advises all 3 of those majors. One thing that she does that's a little bit different from Blake is she uses the degree audit system that we have on campus. It's called CAP, C-A-P-P. And as you can see, we're going to cover that in this lesson. So instead of her making an Excel spreadsheet with all of the requirements for your degree like Blake does, she's going to have you use the CAP degree evaluation to see what classes you still have left to graduate. And that's something that you're going to do on your own. Now I'm going to show you how to use the CAP system. It's very, very easy. But one reason Blake doesn't use the CAP system is because the general studies students get to choose those 3 emphasis areas. So every general studies student is probably going to have a degree that looks a little bit different from everybody else's. It's so flexible. There are not exact requirements for them. So that's why Blake does the individualized check sheets for everyone in Excel. With your nursing and sociology, criminology, political science, strategic communications, communication studies degrees, there are set requirements for those degrees. It's pretty much if you want this degree, you take these classes, you get your degree. So it's very cut and dried. And for them, this CAP program, the Degree Audit CAP program, is perfect because, as you will see when we go over it, it will show you exactly what you still lack each semester after you take your courses. It shows what you still lack to graduate. But she'll do the same thing. Every time registration rolls around, she's going to send you an email to your account that you need to check saying these are the courses that are offered that you can take, and you need to decide which ones you want to take. Let me know, and I can remove your advising hold. So you'll do that every semester with Francesca. Justin Carruthers, he is the one who advises for political science students. He also uses the CAP degree audit program. So if you want to see what's still left in your program, what you still have to take to graduate, you'll use this degree evaluation, the CAP program that I'll show you later on. But Justin is the same as the other two. He will email you every time registration rolls around and give you a list of potential classes, ask you to choose which ones you want to take, let him know, and he can lift your advising hold. And then Matthew Thatcher advises for the communication students. So if you're strategic communication studies or communication studies, Matthew Thatcher will be your advisor. And he does the things the same way. You can use the CAP degree evaluation to see what you still lack every single year. And he will also email you when advising time rolls around and let you know what classes are available for you to take. Once you let him know what you plan on taking, he can lift your advising hold so that you can register for your classes. Now here's something that I really want you guys to pay attention to. As A-State Online students, you don't have to pay a ton of fees like our traditional students on campus do. Your tuition per credit hour is actually cheaper than what the students here on campus pay. So you only need to use the CRNs, which is the number that you use for registration, and I'll show you how to register after a little bit in another section over here, registration. The CRN numbers that your advisor emails you are for the A-State Online classes. These are the classes you have to choose from. If you try to get in an ASU traditional online class, you're going to end up paying a ton more fees. So you don't want to do that. Your tuition would be crazy outrageous doing that. These classes that they email you are the ones you need to choose from. So don't try to go out and find a normal class here on campus. And we offer online classes for our students that take classes here on campus. Those aren't for you either. I know they say online, but they're not for A-State Online, and that's what you are. So you make sure that you only register for the classes that your advisor emails you. That's so, so important, so you don't have to pay crazy fees. Another thing that I wanted to let you guys know about, there might be a hold sometimes when you register for classes, and it's called a prerequisite hold or prereq. If you ever get a hold like that, contact your advisor and they will get you an override into that class. They'll do it for you. It's not a really big deal. Don't freak out if you get that error message when you try to register for a class. But if you get a prerequisite hold, contact your advisor and they'll take care of that for you. So if you have any questions about your academic program, what classes to take, what have you, here are the contact information for your advisors, and you can email them, and that's their entire job, is they advise students. So if you have any questions at all about your academic program or registering or anything like that, these are good email addresses to use for your advisors.